Who do you think has the better draft for game one?
I'd say it's a little bit of a draw. There is some ways to kite around Jackie this game. You don't have the best egg clear outside of Jackie himself.
Sticking around.
Cox.
Jackie going to reveal himself now. Cox still going for the bounty red. Will be able to get away with it. In fact, 4 bounties. The way of TNC to get started, but Cox is still in huge trouble. He'll get a stun off. He'll try to run, but the Frostbite will be able to lock him down. And First Blood does go the way of Say.
You're just going to be sitting back. You're more than happy to farm, but you do have to prevent too much EXP here.
Say picking up his 2nd kill of the game already on this Crystal Maiden as Jing does go down. Oh, this is the one lane I think for Bleed that can prove to be extremely potent. The classic CM versus CM Ursa lane, and we're seeing it again. Cox goes for a stun. He'll be okay for now, but the aggression certainly will not be slowing down anytime soon. I don't think here for Jackie, though. As I say that, he does get stunned up. Chase is on. Jackie might get punished, and he does. Jing with a bit of revenge here on the Dark Willow, though Cox still in trouble, but does get the stick charges.
Yeah. Does hit level 6 now as well on Emo. With the chain gang, does make it easier, much easier to isolate out Yoel.
Oh, Jackie, he's already down. Say in trouble. Say will go for a run, and it seems like Yo is not going to die. He runs out of mana on the Zeus. I doubt it's going to get too much harder here for the Ember. Like, Emo's now gotten through the hardest part of the game for himself, as now he'll jump Cuckoo in the mid lane. Cuckoo able to just Icarus dive away. The Sleight of Fist barely not enough. But they've got the charge vision. They'll keep going. Meanwhile, Emo in a bit of trouble as Yoe will try to burst him down. They'll take down Cuckoo, but they'll lose Emo. Emo is out of there just fine as Yoe now being nether struck by Polison, but it's not enough.
He is being allowed to farm this freely. His tower is under pressure. It doesn't quite look like TNC care to defend. They've already taken bot in exchange. I think they have this understanding on TNC that the side of Bleed is ready to go. Again, they've got the levels up. Dive on Cuckoo.
I think the big knockback as well, but Yo is here. Emo's going to be a little bit cautious. He'll try to remnant away, but they've got the kill. Oh, Emo, he'll get tipped here. Cuckoo letting him know it was all a bait all along.
There's some opportunities that can open up for the side of TNC, but all things considered, they still have egg.
Can they get him? No, they can't. The Brambles didn't actually land. Jing did. He was ready for the Terrorize. He trusted that the Brambles would lock Emo down there for a split second, but it wasn't quite enough. As now Yoe still chasing Emo down. Emo, the Remnant, it's very, very slow, but the freezing field from the backside, Say trying to save it. Yoe, he's out of there for now. He'll find Emo. The Nether Strike, oh, it's not it. Polison is down. Palos will take him out. Yoe somehow survives. I'm not really sure if you want to take this risk, though. We've seen this before. Yoe, he'll cop another strike. He's still he's on the low ground. This could be scary, but Polison might just fall. Yoe, he'll get to the high ground. They've got to try and take him out, surely. Freezing field, they've finally got him. It's Cuckoo. He'll drop the egg. Cox trying to save Cox. No. Cuckoo is down. Emo might fall, though. They'll get him with the Dark Willow. Cox in trouble. Cox being chased here by Jackie. The Terrorize. It'll barely land by Jing. So Cox will survive. Emo will get tipped again by Cuckoo.
No. And that's one big part of their hold right now on the side of Bleed, outside of the chains coming out from the chain gang still. Just charging back to the wave. Not really looking for anything bigger. Egg is still ready for TNC if they decide to force something big here.
Ooh, Emo's going. I mean, Cox, he's stuck around, though. Cox is a pretty tanky target. They'll drag him back up with the vacuum, but he's still alive. They'll knock him back now, but Cuckoo with the Sunray healing him up. Cox finally going down, but what's it going to cost? Palos on the backside. He's got Zill down on the Darkseer. Jackie's going to go for the man fight against the Weaver, but Palos will chase him down. Jackie has to run. This is not the fight they wanted. Emo in the meantime. Emo in trouble. He'll remnant away, but he's still going to lose that first life. The Aegis is gone. Can they get him a second time? They cannot. Cuckoo will die to Emo. And Emo will successfully get his way out.
Roshan a minute away. You've got the ward set up around this area to cut off TNC, so you might be able to take this fight into Roche.
This will be a big fight if they can catch Yoe first, but Palos is going to show up in Emo. He does get stunned up. He'll get the Sleight of Fist off. He'll be able to remember away as now Cox does go down. Jackie will take down the offlane Slaughter. It's a great start for Bleed Esports. He did have to commit the BKB on the Ursa for that, but it'll be well and truly worth it. Roshan up in 30 seconds. It's Bleed now looking for a little bit more. Emo going to try and bait them forward. Does get the Glaive onto a couple, but the Bramble Mace making it harder. Now the Terrorize. Yoe, he'll jump in. They've got Emo down. The Ember is dead. Say will try to get out. Palos will leave him be. Meanwhile, Zill's still being chased here by the other side. As they will take down Paulus. Meanwhile, Palos being chased by Jackie does get taken down. Jackie gets him. They're on a Yoe now. They want that mid-Zeus gone. Meanwhile, Zill, he does die in the Dark Sea. Jackie's still trying to go after the Zeus. Has picked him up. Yoe goes. So does Jing. Jackie will salvage the team fight up at this top lane. Also just waiting for Cox to show himself, and Cox will. Jackie waiting. They'll go for the charge out. They'll find the slaughter. And eventually, Jackie will be able to make the jump in. So Cox, well, he'll at least get a stun off, but the chains from Emo from a mile away is going to ensure that there's no escape here for Cox. From TNC's end of things. Charge out, though. Looks like they have found themselves Yoe. That's a big pickup if they can get it. And Yoe, he will get caught by the charge of Paulson. Try to make a heavenly jump away, but it's going to be very hard to get away from Paulson. He's going to need some help right now. Paulson will tie Yoe. He'll PKB TP out. He's all right. That it is. TNC Predator. They'll make their move up. Lead Esports. They'll get some good vision down. D-wards are available if they do want it, but Cox will jump in. He wants Say on that C end of the Ghost Scepter. It'll buy Say a little bit of time. He will still survive, but now that the Sunray will eventually take him out. That's one. No buyback for Say. It's Bleed Esports trying to retreat, but Cox is on the chase. He has the blink up. He'll get locked down by the Glaive Feed. The Nether Strike is out. Now the back wall. Zeal catching two of them, but the X-Sunray, it's going to make it too hard for Bleed. They've got to get out of there. Jackie is gone. Oh, Jackie is gone. Bleed Esports have only got Emo left. A rough team fight as Emo trying to TP. Cox will get it though. The Yule Scepter. Cox has found the final piece of the puzzle. Emo's trying to run, but Emo's down. Oh no. Suddenly Bleed Esports. You know, a bit of blood in the water, Jonathan, and TNC, they strike immediately. Palos has a full nullifier up, don't forget as well. Like, he is hitting like a truck, and he's got plenty of utility available on this Weaver. So he will move in. Then it goes back to give the vision. Jackie, he'll get scythed up straight off the bat. Still has the Aegis up. He'll just back his way out of there as Palos going right up the backside. Has found Zill on the Dark Sea, so they've already lost their off lane. Moving in again, though. Jackie trying to find Cuckoo, but the egg, it will fly out. They couldn't get it in time. Jackie, he's still going to try and fight for it, but he is going to lose his first life. He could not take down the egg, and now Jackie completely surrounded. He needs some help, but he's down.
Just melts.
He just absolutely melted to the damage of TNC. With the sight device of Yoe, it is very hard for the Ursa to get away. Paulson going down to boot. Emo getting tipped once again. As they will continue the Bleed for Me voice lines here against Bleed Esports. And now the pause out. Yurasu. It's not easy being from the die, Jonathan. Everyone hates it. Don't know why.
That is true. Just like that. Just like that as well. 2 racks taken basically by Palos. They'll drop it back just to deal with him. The illusions are strong.
It hits like a truck, but Palos doesn't really seem to care that much. He'll just time-lapse away. Though they do back him back. They do get another strike. The Lincoln Spear is going to block the Nether Strike, so Emo's going to try to run in. Get the chains off. Nullifier out. Palos in trouble. Surely set to go down, but Emo's the one to drop. Emo's the one to go down. Palos does not fall. Palos will make it out.
But they have nothing to wait for on TNC any longer. They've got the egg back up for Cuckoo. They've got an amp damage for Palos off the back of that. This is not going to take long.
Yeah, he's hitting for about 700 damage right now, this Weaver, as Jackie's going to jump in, but the Hex is out! Oh, Jackie's down!
Oh my lord.
Oh, he'll buy it back, but the tips are there onto Jackie. Mega Creeps are just about on the way. TNC looking to take this game one. They're on to Say. The Crystal Maiden is gone. Buyback available here for Say. Bleed Esports, they're not calling. Of course, this is for the road to TI. You want to play all the way in every single game that you can. Paulson will charge forward. The Yules are there to lock it down. Jackie in trouble again. Jackie might just be dead, and he is gone. Jackie is down. No buyback. GG is called. They cannot defend without him. Bleed Esports. Game one. They will go down TNC Predator continue to surprise us here in the road to the international qualifiers.
You're going to have to pop your BKB if you're caught out there. They will stick to the Jackie Weaver 1, so they are getting this Muerta for that utility.
At the very least, Jackie's having a pretty good time on this Weaver. A lot of free farm here for Jackie, no real contest whatsoever. As bottom lane, Paulison will get jumped. Drops the calling. Palos, though, still going to be able to break the gap, but a nice skewer here from Zil to try and make a bit of space. Problem is, they still end up losing one. They do get Cuckoo as a trade, but now Say needs to back his way out because Jing is doing a bit too much damage, and Palos, looking to heal up and come back into the fight, has salved up. Zil's going to be careful. He's going to skewer in 5 seconds. They'll take down Yoa at the very least in the mid lane, and they've even found Jing now in the clockwork. Jing will drop. Palos will survive, and he jumps back in onto Zil, takes down the Magnus, a complete mess in the bottom lane. And while all this is happening, they do end up killing off Yoe. It's there, Cox in danger, gets a hoof stomp, but they've got plenty of damage coming in, and this time the Centaur will not be able to survive as Emo, with a very nice rotation, will be able to set up.
The events are starting to pan out a little bit more for Bleed. We've got the strong start for Emo, who is just constantly hunting. These sidelines have gone weaker for TNC, being so defensive here.
Jing now in trouble. Emo just really trying to press the advantage. Does take him down, though. Cox does land a stun, but it will amount to nothing. And you know what, John? Maybe it was all the tips. Like, Emo may have just said, give me Void Spirit. I want to have some fun in this game, too. Screw these guys.
And he is. Again, he's identifying the weak points of TNC's draft. The top lane just doesn't have much play. You don't have the XP on your clocker to be a threat. Yoe.
Getting jumped now. Emo with no fear. Lands the Aether Remnant. Say right behind him. Jing will be around to help out as well, though. Yoe is dropping low, but does get a kill onto the CM, as now the double damage rune is going to be picked up. Yoe is still okay. Emo maybe going a bit too far. Oh, boy. Sometimes the momentum works against you, and Yoe immediately... Palos, though, he has already kind of left the building. Just hanging around that Radiant jungle. Though Say might find him. In fact, I think Say spotted him. Still has the blink up. RP committed immediately. No hesitation. Just 3 different ultimates being committed to ensure this Ursa dies immediately, and he certainly does. No problems for Bleed.
Which managed to bail out in the nick of time. I think the big timing now you're waiting for on TNC is basically just the blink on Palos and Yoe getting his full BKB with shards. And once you have that,
Hawk
should be able to hunt as they jump on one.
It's going to be Say. Not really the biggest deal in the world. They just commit for a nice, easy pick-off onto the Crystal Maiden. They want that tier 1 mid tower, more importantly. Jackie has actually rotated to ensure they can't just take it. But they are still sticking around. Cox going to jump in again, now finding Paulison. Paulson, he'll pop the Pierce the Veil, trying to survive, but he'll get locked in the Cox, and Yoe will take care of him. It's even the egg drop from Cuckoo to ensure they can't think about going for more.
You just need to land out on a big kill, either Yoe or Palos, honestly.
Emo may get jump first, but they're ready for it. Emo, he'll cop the stun with the RP and the skill back. Seal, a perfect setup. That's a perfect setup. Emo baiting them in. Both Cox and, of course, Yoe are gone, and now Cuckoo will follow. 3 down for TNC Predator.
Kill off Yoe. The Zeus, again, with BKB protection, still going to feel good, but the RP is there to take care of it.
Paulson?
Still.
The Veil will be used. Jing's going to be around, but actually the Cox doesn't land, so instead he'll move on to Say, but realizes Say has plenty of help around him. Palos jumps forward, he kills off Paulson, but now Emo's here. He'll try onto the Ursa. They'll lock him down with the Gleipnir with the Sunray from Cuckoo, trying to keep Palos alive, but he's gone too far. He will go down. Now the rest of TNC trying to desperately get away, but the chase is on from Bleed. They want more. They want Yoe, and I think they've got him. Yoe trying to survive. The Sunray out again here from Cuckoo with the Ectomy drop. Yoe still alive and finally goes down, but they got Jackie. They've taken down the Weaver. Cox now being caught by the Frostbite. Cox will be dragged back here by Zil. He's a big boy though. Emo's still trying. Another Astral Step charge in 1. Say in the meantime being left behind, the Crystal Maiden will go down. And ultimately, it's not the worst turnaround here for TNC. Like, it was a great fight for Bleed to start, but we'll see how much Jack can get away with, and it seems as though he's accepted the fact that that might be it. No, he hasn't. He's back in again. But eventually he's going to leave. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they found Yoe. Yoe is down. A massive pickup. Smoke from TNC. They want to rush top lane to see if they can find themselves a trade. Jackie is around. He makes the jump in on Jing, but Cox is there. Paulson was the only one to get caught out there for a moment. They'll miss out on the Weaver. Paulson, he'll be left behind. It's still a successful trade for Bleed Esports, though. They've got Yoe down, and they still want the fight. They'll go for more. Palos, he'll get silenced up. The skewer back with the 8th Remnant. Palos will survive, but now the Sunray. It'll heal him up on the Ursa. But do they have any more follow-up damage to throw out on the Ursa? They might just. Emo will jump in again, but Cuckoo, he'll get the egg off in time. Now the hook shot. Jing trying to hold down Emo, but there's no follow-up damage. Emo's all right. Cox still moving in. The skewer, though, from Zil, dragging both of them back. It seems that Cox should die, but Palos will jump in and try and help out. Cox will make it up, but now as Jackie's the one that needs to run. Jackie dropping too long as Palos. Jackie, oh, he's come back in. The time lapse. He's in huge trouble.
Oh, Jackie.
What happened? What happened?
See where Emo finds himself here.
Here we go. Jing in trouble. Jump in. It's there from Emo, though. He misses the 8th Remnant, but it may not matter as... Oh, it by Cox! Oh, Emo! Oh, Emo. You know, sometimes you get that amp damage and you just think you're invincible, you know? Just, how can they kill me with all this damage?
Smoke on smoke's gonna be so scary. The smoke's gonna fade on Bleed, and they're under vision if that happens.
They come and they've got vision around this area. Bleed Esports, they should have that little bit of an advantage with this vision. They'll see Yoe. That's a big one, but the heavenly jump.
The jump.
He jumps away, and now Cox jumps in. Oh, he tried to go after the Magnus. He's going to be fine, but now is Cox the one in trouble. Cox, he'll force stuff away. He'll be all right. The egg drop. Palos, he'll back off for now, but the Frostbite will lock him down. Azil will get a nice RP onto the Zeus. He'll just hold him down, drag him back. They've taken out Palos. They've got Yoe as well, but Cox is cleaning up. Jackie is gone. Jackie and Palos are both down. In fact, Zil even drops the boot. Emo, he'll find a triple kill on the Void Spirit. It's Cuckoo versus the world now. Cuckoo's got no spells left. He'll try to TP out, but the 8th Remnant to lock him down. And Emo, this time around, he'll say thank you very much for the tips. Oh, boy. It's like Say's going to be in a position to break the smoke again on the Crystal Maiden, so Palos might just make the jump in, but Zil is right behind, ready to go whenever. In fact, Cox maybe going a little bit too far to try and find the initiation. Nobody jumping him yet, but eventually Zil does get the skewer back onto the Centaur, and he's cliffed him. He's put him on the cliff. Cox, he's trapped. The Sunray will heal him up to force stuff down to the low ground. Meanwhile, Palos will chase down Emo, but Emo is fine to get away. Nobody's been caught, apart from, say, on the Crystal Maiden. And Emo, he's still jumping in. Emo, he's giga-chatting it up. He wanted more, but it might cost him. Silenced up Emo, he's on the run. The Astral Step is available in 1 second. Once the silence is over, and he'll commit it immediately. Another one available now in just a second. Gets it off, but Palos still chasing him down in the hook shot. Hook. Jing catches him. Emo goes down.
Their turn to hunt. Double RP, double BKB for Zeal. Fresh BKB for Emo.
Cuckoo, Rapier is out. They'll lock down the Phoenix. He had the Aeon Disc into the Yules, but they'll skewer him back, just making it impossible for Cuckoo to survive. That is one down, but TNC, they are still waiting. Cox will jump in. He found Emo. They've got the Void, but the Force stuff will save Emo. He does not make it.
What?
Emo does not make it. No buyback available for the Void Spirit. They'll lose Sadapone. Paulson trapped up in the cogs. Emo getting tipped from the graveyard as Cuckoo will just laugh. Oh boy, Emo down with that buyback again.
Sight of Vice now, 2 sights up for TNC. Bleed. The angle has to be perfect here.
Absolutely does. But TNC, they're just waiting. They know they're coming. Zeal, he'll break his smoke. Palos not jumping in yet. Does think about it. Zeal, no, he misses the RP. He misses the opening RP. He'll throw another one out. He'll catch two with it, but the enrage was going. The Ursa took no damage. Zeal in trouble.
It's not the targets.
Zeal is down. They got the wrong targets. Emo's still trying. He'll take down Yoe on the Zeus, but what does it matter if you're gonna die anyway? Emo will run. He'll astral step out, but the chase is on. Palos desperately trying to find this Void Spirit. So is Jing.
Ooh.
Cox just barely off the mark. Emo still running south, not spotted.
They're TPing back.
They're still trying to chase him down,
Cox
though.
knows.
They know he's somewhere with the Shivers Guard. They will scout him out, but he'll keep stepping away. Cox, can he find him?
Cox.
Not quite.
So TNC retake that position. Roche now underway. The flare vision should give them. Maybe they can try for a steal. No egg though.
Well, they're going to jump in on the Cuckoo. Emo making it very, very hard for Cuckoo to run his shenanigans now as TNC Predator. Still hanging around the Roshan pit, trying to buy Yoe a bit of time for this Roshan to not go down. Roshan about half HP down now, though still plenty of time to go for Yoe to return back into this team fight. Though I say that now 1/3 of the way down. Looks like Palos will try to jump Sade. Meanwhile, the hook shot. Jackie, he got the Aegis up, but the Axe Blessing of the Cheese picked up here by Cox. Cox will get away with it. Meanwhile, Jackie still trying to fight. We'll move back on to Palos. Palos will Wind Waker away. Back towards the Weaver, but Jackie will run. Palos still chasing though. He'll find one. It's going to be the CM. Meanwhile, Yoe's gone, but they've taken out Jackie. They've got the Aegis gone, but Jackie going for the secondary life as Zill's going to get the RP up. He's found two of them. Palos in trouble. He'll Wind Waker again. Meanwhile, Cox is still healthy, but Palos is not. Palos should be dropping, but somehow he's still alive. How can this Ursa still be going? He'll cop a dead shot, but he finally dies. He's got buyback. Cox will keep going. He'll eat the cheese. Still has the Axe Blessing in the backpack. Nobody wants to deal with the Centaur. Redrain Rune going to be spotted here by TNC Predator. They could use that as bait. Emo might go for it. Oh, Emo, don't do it. The Hex out. They'll just jump him immediately. They've got him. Emo is down, but he's got buyback. He'll commit immediately. Back into the fight he'll go. Meanwhile, an RP was committed. They found a couple targets. They'll try to jump Cox, but Palos is fine. Palos trying to get to the low ground. In trouble. Emo doing so much damage. Palos enraging up, but he couldn't get to the low ground. Still, they'll save him with the Sun Ray. Say trying to run. So is Paulison. Meanwhile, on RP, they found 3 targets. They'll drag them back into the tier 2 tower, but they're still fine. There's not a follow-up. Emo's gone. Emo will die back. Jackie in trouble. Jackie trying to run. The hook shot. Jing's gonna get him. Oh boy, it might be over. Lord. The voice line spam still being used up by Jing. No hesitation as Palos jumping in, trying to find a target, but finds nothing. Both T4 towers now completely gone. The Ancient is exposed. They're going to try and jump in now. Zeal trying to find a skewer target back towards the fountain. Unable to do so quite yet, but no, he found one. It's Palos, but it's not towards the fountain. Palos is still fine. He'll just Wind Waker away. Meanwhile, the Ancient is under attack once again. Who do you go for? There's just so much happening. They'll just focus down the Ancient. In fact, they want the fight. They're not going for the Ancient yet. They'll take down Save first. Jing onto the Ancient. So is Cuckoo. They'll finish off the game. TNC, they'll make it through to the quarterfinals or the semi-finals.